by heart, but y'all know it'll be here.
Ryan Garcia was telling the truth the whole time. Everybody said he was lying. They say he was delusional.
Who everybody?
Crazy. Deranged. But no, it turns out he's none of them things. This is crazy, fool. So we all know that the U.S. held a briefing and that they said aliens come from the ocean. This was only a week ago. Ryan Garcia told us this about 4 months ago.
Bro, you can go on YouTube and see people talking about that shit from fucking 20 years ago. You new generational kids, either you're fucking put up to this or you're literally just dumb and have been like, you know, I'll just say that you're not dumb because, you know, dumb only means a lack of knowledge. So don't think that I'm calling you, you know, like you're like the mean word dumb. I'm just like, no, you must have not have seen all the videos from like 20 fucking years ago when my generation was about your age and they were doing the same thing you were doing and they were called crazy. And now the government's telling you the truth that we weren't crazy and that we were actually geniuses figuring out shit with no proof. Just a limited fucking, you know, technology we had. Not all this. Everybody's already got all this information out there, you know. And then what makes it worse is like everyone just keeps talking like it's new. Like nothing yous are gonna say on YouTube is new. Not one thing. I haven't heard a fucking new conspiracy or some type of thing like that since I don't even know how long. It's pathetic. It really is. Like, I'm really getting sick of seeing people saying like, yo, this is a new one. There's aliens. There's a new one. There's werewolves. There's a new one. People lie about things. You do realize the Bible, like, kind of like, you know, talked about things like this, right? Like, so every time you figure out something that the Bible said, you know, you got to remember that. you know? I don't mean to sound like an old fart, but there's really nothing new under the sun. I realize I'm saying this to people that, you know, it's just like me. You know, we're happy to learn things and then share the information. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's the greatest thing in the world is to learn things and, you know, get the happiness from it and be like, oh shit, there's a big difference with a lot of people. You know, some people hear shit, even if they believe it, they won't go tell anybody else because it sounds so crazy. It sounds so unbelievable, you know. Everybody ain't say it's the truth yet. So they don't want to be the crazy one, you know. Then there's veterans like me that's got kicked out of town and lost jobs and friends. I've lost so many people telling people the truth that now it's on the fucking TV now. I lost family members, friends, all types of shit. People preaching about God and all these motherfuckers told me I was crazy and yo, you're too dramatic with this shit. They're playing with water and there's a sickness coming. There may be something, a disaster might come. Nah, nigga, you just jinxing shit, nigga. You just crazy. You crazy, nigga. And then when that corona hit, I mean, I didn't know it was gonna be corona. I didn't know when or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I did. But my Obi-Wan Kenobi sure figured it out using the Bible and listening to what the fuck these people say and how they tell you what the fuck they're gonna do. And if you don't pay attention, then you don't see it coming. And when Obi-Wan Kenobi told me this, it was right when I stopped watching his videos, so I was like kind of mad at him and shit, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but I never let my anger of someone make me not listen to what the fuck you saying, you know what I'm saying? If you got gems, I'll listen to my enemies, bro. If I know you, because I'm a good, you know, I know truth when I hear it. So you ain't got to be my enemy, what I mean. You could be a bad guy, you know what I mean? You could be on the other side of the team or whatever. I learned most of my knowledge from watching bad shit, just like the rest of you. That's why I teach through cartoons. That's why I bring up movies all the time. Y'all niggas is decoding these movies now. Real niggas was decoding the movies when they first came out. It was like, yo, what the fuck am I seeing, bro? This is, whoa. And the next thing you know, you start really watching that shit. You start looking at your friends. You start thinking about old shit. And that's when you start putting the clues together like, yo, bro, this shit is, it's not real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when niggas is talking about, oh, they cloning meat. Motherfuckers is like, you crazy, dog. Niggas can't, man can't make clones. And then they showed y'all niggas them clone sheep. They showed it to us. They showed us they could do it. You know what I'm saying? And then years later, the food get all bad and shit. Everybody complain about food and everything. Everybody getting sick. Niggas can't put this shit together, though. For some odd reason. Niggas just can't seem to figure it out. You know what I mean? It's like everything else in the world, bro. Like when you go look at the older generations, when you go back so far, you know what I'm saying? When you go back to them farming days and the real, in the beginning of the industry, the world we see now, when you see it built, you know what I mean? When you see the real cities like what we live now built, well, not built, but you know what I mean, inhabited. When you see the people and what they're wearing, 25? When you realize, yes. When you realize, like, how smart they were. Can I get a pink diva? Like, a lot of those people were smart, even though they were dumb. They were only dumb because people, you know, like, all right, I explain like this. If you was a farmer back in the day, you may not know how to read, right? But you know what you did? You knew how to work that land. You knew how to do all these things. You just didn't farm land. Nigga, a farmer was a father, a preacher, a fucking teacher of his children. The wife wasn't just sitting there being at home with the kids. She was out there helping them. She was a fucking medicine woman. You know what I mean? There was no, I'm going to the doctors. I'm going to get I'm going to get the Uber. And get some Uber Eats. Nah, nigga, if your crops ain't come in, nigga, you was dead, nigga. Well, you wasn't dead, but, you know, barter system and, you know, you were saving up from last year and had hunting skills and all these other things that made you a man, you know, that the average man can't do now. So was that farmer that couldn't read, and you can read now, right? You have a high school education. You got a graduate, I got a bachelor's degree. And if I threw your ass in the world of my fathers, not this city shit, you would die. You're so fucking smart, you would die in a week. I throw one of them farmers out there, I throw one of their children out there, not even the grown-ups. Them niggas is coming back home, dog. Them niggas gonna eat. We ain't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us wouldn't even want to fuck catching the kill. Once we catch the thing, we don't even know how to cut the thing up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be eating all types of poisonous parts of the animals. Because we don't know how to do the shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I give certain Spanish people and other people from other countries they little respect, you know what I mean? Even though they got their little modern shit going, they still do the old school shit, you know what I mean? Like, the poverty of their countries keep them in the old ways. And everybody says, oh, y'all some dusties. Y'all some, yo, bro, if any supernatural, like, say if there was a superstorm, right? And it happened to every country, all the poor countries would still be good. Only us, we would die. They would just be like, oh, it rained really hard. You know? They would get to safety, go to their whatever the fuck it is, pray to their God, whatever. Because you got to remember, them people been here the whole fucking time. You got to realize that there are people that have been on this planet not living the way we are the whole time. They're still living the old ways. They will outrun and they will out a lot. You know? It's the things like that that make me humble enough to realize why we need each other as people. You know? I always used to think in my head, like, we gotta get all this shit up, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, nah, man. I see why the ancient people would be like, yo, don't, the technology, this is the devil, you know. It's not the technology, it's his people. The more advanced weaponry or things you give to an idiot-ass person, and then, you know, look at what we live in, bro. A fucking idiot could run around with a gun right now, kill 3 people, and no one can even stop him. Nigga be out here for God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy the world we really live in. For me, it's crazy that, you know, like, just thinking about how, like, on this existence, it's so weird. Like, when you're walking around a city like I am right now, looking at the cars and the lights and the fucking, you know, you're just thinking the future, we're in the future. And then right on, not even too far away, somewhere in this country or somewhere in another country, they are living the way it used to be. It never changed. It never changed. It got maybe a little bit better, you know. Niggas got a little, you know, maybe some modernized clothes, but they still live the old way. Then you go back even further. You got some that is just still making their own grass and cotton or whatever the fuck they make their clothes out of, you know. And that shit's just amazing to, when you really, really just have 1 second in your life and think about, like, yo, I'm in the future over here, but somebody's in the past over there, you know. But they're more healthier than me. They're gonna live fucking longer. They don't have to work and kill themselves to buy a house. They don't have all this social anxiety and fucking internet goofy shit. You know? They're still doing, I'm sure they have their own problems, their own beefs and own issues. But it just ain't these issues. I don't think their women are fucking gonna regret the next 30 years getting BBLs and shit. I'm sure there's problems, you know? It's just, how do we blend the two? To me, that's the future. That's the perfect world. A blending of the past and the future. It's just, where do you stop, though? Because the future, you know, we have a lot of different technology that seems good, but in all reality, it's really not, bro. It's good for a certain level, but I don't know. I see a lot of technology make people lazy. Or just, you know, it dampens our character because we don't have to do certain things. So we don't get the gratification from those things anymore, you know? Just like the unhealthy thing, how a lot of men run around unhealthy. Well, there's so many options to be unhealthy. So, you know, then all these conveniences, all the separation, you know? When you go back in the day, just getting up to go get food meant you had to exercise, you know? There was just regular routines where there's no way to get fat. And if you got fat, you still was in shape. You know, you still do your daily duties and handle your business. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you're having a nice day. Feels good to be regular again, not all hyped up. I don't know how long it'll last. Keep seeing all this stupid shit. But I'm learning to realize I can't change that, so why get angry? Why yell at people? You know? It ain't gonna do nothing but make more enemies. And I definitely don't want that. But I already know, regardless, you know, it's always somebody that don't like your ass for no matter what you do. And a man like me ain't worrying about those people. I just try to stay away from them, you know. It's the best thing you can do is just stay away from the people that don't like you. There's no point to argue or fucking even try to reason with them. They don't like you. They don't need to. All love, all praise to the Most High.